Welcome to Easy Company Collectibles. Today we're going to be doing a buyer pass on the Infinity Studios Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus Rexy. Now, this is for my dino lovers, Dino DNA, because I grew up on Jurassic Park. Actually, I was frighteningly awakened when I was a little child from the heavy beating of the Stegosaurus in the Lost World, when my dad was playing the movie, and that's when I got scarred into liking things I get scarred from. It's a very emotional, down a bad road type mentality. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at the Lost World Jurassic Park, whatever this is. I wish it was labeled Jurassic Park, not Jurassic World, because it would be awesome to have Rexy and the infamous Jurassic Park logo stamped right behind him. So I wish that was something that was interchangeable. Would that be a thing that would make, the licensing kind of, vary and make it a little bit heftier of a price? I don't know. But with that being said, let's go ahead and read what's going on here, because Infinity, it's one of the best companies, one of the best statue companies I've ever seen. And of course, we're going to be taking a look at him on ComicConcepts.com, where she's priced very beautifully at $699.99. Now, you guys are probably like, oh, that's pretty cheap for a big old life-size bust. That's not a life-size bust, guys. Don't worry. It's not. Somebody asked me that question. It's not life-size. It's 18 inches tall, which means about that. So imagine about that big, that tall from the lowest point to the highest point, and about that much in length. So while it isn't the biggest piece ever, it's very nicely, I would say, sized, and that's why they made it a wall mountable piece. Now, I didn't like that it was wall mountable. That was my big issue. Infinity went ahead and gave us a stand that you'll be able to display on a, table, desk, rooftop, wherever you want to put it. So that's a good thing. Now, this thing is going to be intricately painted because it's by Infinity, and I know Infinity does great work. I have the Joker on order. I'm waiting for Black Suit Superman. I'm waiting. I hope they do a Nightmare Suit Batman. That would be epic. Him just holding, his goggles and looking into the vista. That would be awesome. Or a big giant scar like a AR-15, whatever you want to give him. He technically a scar. And I have, obviously you see behind me, you guys seeing a little differentiating going on. Ooh, look. Where is he? Venom. And Batman behind me, they are just renowned for doing, I think, the best as far as statue companies go in the market now. Infinity is the best. Yes. Now, done with all of that. This is going to be not, like I was saying, not that big. It's not going to be gargantuan. When you're thinking a Rex Tyrannosaurus-sized statue, you're thinking big. I would think this is more of a desk ornament for the statue collectors out there. I very much so like that they're, pairing up with a Gigantosaurus. That's cool. They'd probably step into, Velociraptors, other, maybe what's it called? What do you call that one with the horn on its head? Like it's a red face. Creatures. So that's where I'm getting to with my collection. I'm actually doing a little bit of creatures now. As you can see, the Predator here. I have another Predator there. I'm going to get the Alien Prime 1, and then you have Lord of the Rings, which is a mix of creatures too, like orcs and urukais, and Prime 1 is doing an amazing job on that, so definitely going to go through with them. And let's just go to all this stuff, the texture of the creature, attention to details, and screen accuracy. That's one thing I love. Let's just get into the pictures. It has I think, one of the best paint jobs on a Rex. Now, I've seen some people saying, it's just this one bland wash of brown. I don't think so. I think it's just from afar, you're seeing that wash of brown. And maybe, I think it's got to be screen accuracy. It's just screen accuracy. I see some statues of Rex. Rexy's just painted weirdly. More so of the blacks are very deep black and spotty and very weird. I think this is just appropriately done. Now, it's going to have elements of resin from the teeth and whatnot. I would imagine you like plug this tongue in. It just plugs in like Venom's tongue. And this is one gargantuan piece. And then you have the base right here, which we'll see the base a little later. Actually, let's go here. Can we see a little bit? Oh, that's bigger. I like it. I like it a lot. So we have on comicconcepts.com a little better pictures going here. But like I said, you have just a nice whole layout here. Now, I do hope that would be simply amazing if this was light up. Like it lights up, but it doesn't. I don't think it does. This would be the wall mounted part. As you can see, this has to be, and you know I like torso busts, arms. Although you don't have much, you do have arms with this dino. So little tiny teeny arms are sticking out from the base. I love that. And I love that it's so different on the angles. Look at that. Love this. Love this portrait. It's just amazing looking. You can see the resin and you see like the saliva coming through. The tongue and everything is going to be amazingly painted. It looks like he's breaking out of this Jurassic World entrance gate. And that's cool. The fake foliage, I'm not too much of a fan of it. But after seeing it on my Prime 1 Pred, I like it. It's okay. Once you have it in somewhat of a orientation on your collection, it kind of goes depending on where you put it. It really depends where you put it for this. But beautiful, like I said, beautifully done. I love that they used glass eyes on this Rex. Glass eyes is very important when coming to statues. Glass eyes really take statues to the next level. It brings life. When the eyes are done completely, it brings life into the statues, and that is simply amazing. That's one of the best things on statues anywhere. Whatever makes them, I think glass eyes are one of the top things that really spike the realism in a statue. As you can see, more effects coming from the photos, but it don't need all that. Like, you can see the bland picture. That alone is just beautiful. Now, if they make a Velociraptor one or, any other dinos, I don't think I'd be too much of a fan of them. This is the iconic here. They just captured that right there. The Lost World T-Rex, jaw open, looks amazing. I love that they did the open mouth versus where a lot of other busts had the slightly open, just kind of like, and, well, it's cool, whatever. This is the best. Once you're going to go Rexy, go big or go home. Now, the base is nicely sculpted. As you can see, the stonework is very good. It's going to be very beautifully done. Stonework doesn't take much to look good because it is stone. It's probably one of the most easiest things to sculpt in statue making. So with that given, it's probably going to look good. Now, this is the part where I said I wish it did come up with a switch out of, the OG Jurassic Park emblem. That would have knocked it out of the park as far as perfections go. Get it? Park. Infinity, if you're listening, please make that little update. If it won't cost me any, price changes, make that little update. Add us a little Jurassic Park emblem to go on that stand. So it'll be kind of cool of you guys. As you can see, the glass eyes here. Now, the eyes is, like I said, has always been one of the things that when I see a T-Rex bust, I'm looking at the eyes, and it's just this yellow with a black dot. I don't like that yellow with the black dot. I like this, very intricately detailed eyeball. This is ushy-gushy good stuff. I love it. And like I said, as you can see, the very in-depth painting of what is not just a brown wash of brown. It's all kinds of colors. Like, this is like scales, and it looks extremely real. Now, here is what I'm thinking is this. You just slide that part onto the base, and the base is this very nicely laid out support platform. I love it. So you basically put that on, boom, jada, boom. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's not that big. It's kind of small. And compared to this, which they used a teenager-sized person, it's not really, full-grown 6-foot tall dude. Like, it looks like a teenager. And then making the statue look a little bit bigger than it is. But here's the thing. When you're paying this kind of money, and then I'm not really complaining about the size. I mean, if this was like $1,200, I would have been like, oof. But this is like $700. This is nothing for the amount of work and detail. The work and detail you're gonna get from this statue. No, with that being said, I already pre-ordered it from Comic Concepts. Like this emblem right here in red would have been awesome. This right here, the Jurassic Park logo would have been just perfect. That would have been cool. I love it. That's my only zonk on the whole statue. But I ordered it. I ordered it just to try it out, and honestly, I'm going to like it because I'm starting to buy things that I love only. So, either Hot Toys, statues, Pokemon cards, whatever it be, I'm just buying whatever I love. I love Jurassic Park. I love the T-Rex. And this is probably my best shot at getting the most photorealistic bust. And it's a bust. I love busts, obviously, from now on. So, I'm good. I'm Gucci with this. I'm ordering. That's done. That's already pre-ordered. It's in the books. So we can't wait for it to release. June 1st, 2023, estimated around that. And it's a limited edition to 599 pieces. Not a big edition size. Not a big edition size. So with that being said, with the price tag being so nicely done, and then a limited of 599, it's not like this gargantuan, like J&D doing their Wonder Woman at $4,000, and then it's 1,000 pieces. We're still able to get those pieces on the third market, aftermarket. Now, these $599, very beautifully priced. You're not gonna get them. You're not gonna get them as frequent as you would, something that's, for instance, the Sideshow Boba Fett bust. Like, that's probably thousands and thousands are out there. I mean, even if the wait list is full, you can probably still get it under retail. So, with that being said, there's so much value in this statue, and I'm going to get it. Must buy. Have to get this one. Thank you all for coming on to Easy Company Collectibles. Goodbye.